Hi guys, Otter back here. I want to show you a few things I got for the buggy. And I also got a teaser later on here. But so I went ahead, I got all the aluminum parts. I got aluminum knuckles, the aluminum lower control arms for the front. I do have the aluminum uppers coming. That's what I really wanted to get. That's the loosest part on here, but yeah, mail didn't cooperate, so maybe next time. I also got one of the roto starts to go on the back, make it a little bit easier than doing what I've been doing. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start putting those on. So, got the new suspension bits on. I think it looks pretty nice. Like I said, it still needs these upper control arms, but even though that did, it actually stiffened it up quite a bit. I'm pretty shocked. Had to get new screws for the shock mounts. I think that was the same for the rears. Yeah, I had to get new screws for the rears. That's just because it goes to a machine thread instead of the coarse thread that normally goes into the plastic. I did try and set everything similar to the rear. It looks like though it appears, even though this looks happy and I like it the way it is, I think I'm gonna have to adjust these toe links because it does seem to be a bit toe out. So have to lengthen those up a little bit. If I can't get much out of them, I might have to suck in these ball joint sockets a little bit, but I'll deal with that later. My next step though, I'm going to wait to adjust these until I get the uppers, because once I get the new uppers, more than likely this is going to end up changing anyways. So one adjustment. That's why I know I said also in the last video that we're going to do the steering servo this time, and obviously we did not. But that's because same thing. I want to get the whole suspension actually set up, and then I'll get the steering servo, new steering servo in there. We can adjust the steering, then adjust our tie rods here. We can adjust our actual main link. Alright guys, so this is what I wanted to show you guys. This is my newest addition to my little Nitro family. This is a Alligator Tours made by Aquacraft Models. It is a fully Nitro RC fan boat. Picked this up from a guy at work. Got a real good deal on it. This thing's pretty neat. Alright, so it's got a airplane engine actually on it. It's a pretty big engine actually, bigger than anything else I've ever gotten. It's got a .34. I'm not sure what metric that is, but standard that's pretty big. So it's got a .34. Not sure what the prop pitch is or anything. I'm pretty sure this is all how it came. These brand new were $130. They've been discontinued. From what I can find, there's not really anything out there. This one in particular, let's see if we can get around here, has a broken support down here that holds the bottom of the fan. I'm gonna probably gonna make my own part. My dad's got a mill, so I'll probably just take the part out, go and trace it, make it out of aluminum, a lot more sturdy. These upper mounts here for the fan, or for the wings or fins, whatever you want to call them. I don't know, airboats, but Yeah, they're also made out of plastic. They're actually just zip tied to this top rod. So I think I'm going to make aluminum pieces for that as well, because that'd be pretty simple. Just make a little block and drill a hole one way and the other, and boom, we're good to go. I did go through already and try and straighten out a couple of these rods. They were sort of bent in. I'm not sure if that was on purpose to help with steering or something. But it is going to be a little bit of work. The fuel tank stand here is broken free. It looks like we tried to wood glue it before. I don't know if I'm going to try and salvage this one or just make my own mount. I do like the way this one's, I don't know if you guys can see it. I do like the way this has like a little like shark or I guess alligator bite out of it there. So I sort of want to try and retain that and keep that. As far as the seats up front here, I do have one handle here. There's supposed to be another handle over side here. I'm going to see if I can find it. If I can, great. If not, like, it's not the end of the world, you know. But this is a pretty cool boat. I mean, you can see it's about the same length as my arm, so it's every bit of almost 2 feet. This is going to be a real fun thing to run. I'm waiting on a buddy of mine to come over. B, you guys met him in the very first video. If you watched the very first video of us doing the hot chip, he's going to come over, sort of help, you know, hold things and make sure I don't cut my finger off on this fan blade. To start this engine is actually pretty neat. There's a 12-volt little rotor starter thing, and you just sort of shove it over the front. I'm not into airplanes. That may be just a normal thing for airplanes, but this is the first time I've seen something that starts like that. It's got little alligator clips, so you just hook it up to like a 12-volt battery or a jump pack. I'm going to see if I can change that. I'm going to do some research and whatnot, see if I can use like a, I got a couple 4S LiPo batteries I got from a buddy of mine. I don't know if that'd be too much for it or spin it too fast, which I guess if it spins it faster maybe it'll start better. But I do want to go through. I'm going to try starting it. I'm going to put some new fresh fuel in the tank. It was completely dry, so that's good. It was stored dry. The carb does have a little bit of, I wouldn't say surface rust, but it does look a little bit like surface rust, which, I mean, it's used in the water, so if you don't go in there and re-oil it and everything and constantly spraying it down, I mean, that's just going to happen. I mean, even just sitting over winter and getting some moisture on it, I could see that happening. It did not come with a filter on it. I don't have one, but I have some on order. So we're just going to run it without the filter for now. I have a feeling that's how it's been ran anyways. So there again, I haven't started this yet or anything. You're going to see the first attempts of us starting it. And if we can get it running, that'd be pretty cool, I think. The guy said, the guy I got it from, he got it from another guy. It was actually that guy's dad's, I guess, is the story on it. But he said that last year he had it ripping around the lake and running. So, and it feels like it's got good compression just by cranking it over. I did crank it over the starter with no fuel just to see, you know, make sure it's all going to free up and actually spin over. Doesn't sound like any bearings in there clanking or rod in there broke or something. But no, it sounded good. Sounded like it had really good compression. You can also see on the front here, he must have hit something pretty good. But he did seal it back up with some JB Weld. I'll probably try sanding that down, make it look a little better, a little smoother. Also, this winter, I think it's going to be pretty cool. I want to get it going and everything. And if we get enough snow, which I don't think it's going to take much for this, but I'd like to go see if I can run it out in the snow. I think that'd be pretty fun. Hopefully getting a GoPro here soon, so I'll be able to mount a GoPro right to the front, get you guys some first-person views of that. And let me know what you guys think. I've gotten a couple ideas. Let me know in the comments what you think. My first idea was to get a couple Barbies to sit up front here, one and a Ken doll to drive it and cut their hair so that, you know, the hair's perfectly sitting there just whipping him in the face as, you know, as realistic as can be. Got another buddy, he gave me an idea of getting some Ninja Turtle figures and using Ninja Turtle figures. I've heard G.I. Joe's from another guy. If anybody has anything, I mean, I sound like the hedgehog. I don't know. Alright guys, we're outside. It may be a little bit windy, a little hard to hear us, but we're going to try and fire this thing up. we got connected. This is the starter. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna prime it first. Try and get some fuel up to there. Alright, she sounds pretty nice and prime. Light it up, see if it fires. There, B, have you controlled a fan? Should be fine with none. That easy, guys. That's pretty good. That's pretty cool. Well, that's pretty neat, guys.
Crazy.
I really didn't expect it to fire up that quick.
Can't believe it was pulling in the grass.
Yeah, it was actually pushing itself. Oh man. Definitely need to get an air filter for it before we go run it in the water, but I wonder if it's gonna fire right back up. I bet you it does. Get that hot on there again. Look at that, idle. Alright, idle. So it runs. I'm glad it needs just a little bit of tuning, but I'm anxious now. I think the low speed needs turned in just a little bit, but I think overall the carb and everything just needs tweaked a little bit, but it definitely runs very well. I'd be happy just fixing these posts, and I think we can take it out and run. So I'm going to try and get these posts fixed this week, and maybe here in a couple videos we'll have a running footage of it on actual water instead of grass, even though it does pretty well across grass.
It does. It's pretty thick over here.
Yeah.
Rough terrain.
So, until next time, guys, thank you. Like and subscribe. We're going to get this out again. Do a little tweaks to it, but this will be a fun one. Thanks, guys.